All right, everybody, welcome back to the Lions Pit podcast. I am your host, Nick Gomez. With me today, once again, is the one and only Anthony Magallon, Glutes by Ant, the man himself.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me again, bro.
Yeah, man. We had to run it back for lots of reasons. Not only did we kind of cut like a shorter episode last time, and we got into your story, like your collegiate career and like what got you into coaching and whatnot. But now we get to like follow up on where you are now with your personal business, your online business, and also recap HYROX Italy, HYROX Rome that you and I just did, completed, PR'd. Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we can recap that. And then also just the entire Italy trip itself, because it was so phenomenal.
Dude, it was an insane time. My mind is still reeling. Like,
yeah.
I keep getting these reels on Instagram that are like, when you come back from Europe and it's the bottle cap falling off, like by accident.
Yeah.
Or like, oh my gosh, can I get still sparkling?
Yeah.
If there's no sparkling, what do you mean?
Con gas? Yeah, dude. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, you can get sparkling water at like every restaurant in Italy or still.
Which is
still
awful,
sparkling.
by the way. I'm not a fan whatsoever.
Shut up.
Nick loves it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we were sitting at that last dinner and literally I was just trying to take a sip of water because I was thirsty. And then come to find out it's like electric eel Sprite. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, when you're not expecting sparkling water and you go to chug it, like, yeah, that's probably a bit of a shock to the system.
Blew my mind.
Dude, Italy was amazing. I guess we're jumping right into Italy, but like, why not? It's fresh on our minds.
Yeah.
So we went out there for HYROX Rome. It's our second HYROX together. Your third HYROX overall.
Yep.
And that was a PR for you, right?
Yeah.
PR for me, obviously, because I've only done the two with you. Dude, honestly, I feel like you and Ro are going to kill it. You and Roel, because he's a runner and like your strength is significant enough to like carry. And not that I don't know his strength per se, but I know you're saying like he's not as strong as he used to be. Shout out Roel. But dude, I'm kind of expecting you guys to put up a good number because my running sucks. Like that's where, I mean, yes, it got better, but also I was probably...
Well, you did pretty well, bro.
Yeah.
I came through 4:30 on like 6-7 1Ks. Like that's solid.
Yeah. Yeah. And it helped to again be, I mean, at least 10. I don't know what I was by the time we got to HYROX, but I was probably at least 10 pounds lighter than when we ran it in Houston.
Oh yeah, 10 pounds. And then you probably lost 15, put on 5 pounds of wine and pasta.
Exactly.
And then, like, yeah.
Dude, worth it. No wine left behind. That was our motto for Rome.
Oh, man. I kind of regret not training for it at all. I mean, we didn't even take a single HYROX class. We didn't do any sims. Yeah. We didn't do any like skiing, rowing, running.
Dude, I know.
We had 2 total Bradshaw run clubs. And like, that was it. And Bradshaw run club just meaning like I live on a Bradshaw street and we ran like 3 miles. 2 times.
And one of those times I ran it in Canes.
Yeah. So that was like that was our absolute training. But it was pretty cool like to see literally like on that first lap, we both came in flying.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just felt like we had more gas to give on every single run, every single station. I was like, whoa, hang on. Like I'm not dying this time. Like, we're just kind of pushing.
Shout out Correct
gas.
Life.
Yeah. I guess we both took Correct Life.
We did take our morning. Correct, yeah.
So, hey, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, those judges were super strict too.
Dude,
Jeez Louise.
Hammering us. Yeah, because again, we came in at 114.20.
Yeah.
And no joke, dude, I do think we could have beat sub 110.
Yeah, I agree.
If you cut the runs to a proper length, because and I'll let you discuss that part because again, you keep track of all of the metrics. But we had 2 runs that were longer than the middle 6 runs.
Mm-hmm.
And then got hammered by judges. Both of us got hammered on the burpee broad jump. And then you got absolutely filleted on the wall balls.
Yeah.
And we have video evidence that should not have been the case. So again, let's kind of, first of all, break down the runs.
Yeah. I mean, so run 1 and run 8 were 6:30, 6:40 paces for us, which is crazy because the rest of our runs were 4:30, 4:20, 4:17. And so like, there's no way we came through that slow on run number 1. And so the runs were obviously a little bit longer, which not all HYROX races is probably going to be the same. But then coming in after that first run, I tried to take my shirt off, this exact shirt, and the judge almost DQ'd us. So that was wild. So I spent the entire ski erg like arguing with the judge, and then you'd be like, Anthony, go.
Yeah.
So that was a whole bust. Who knows?
I forgot about that part.
Done on that time.
Yeah.
But then as we continued, we just held on to those paces. Honestly, I think that I think the ski erg and the row erg, we probably like chilled a little hard.
But still kept good paces, but we could have gone harder on those for sure.
Like we could have definitely dropped like a minute just by giving like a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
And then the runs 4:30. That's not what I was expecting at all. Maybe it was all the pasta, all the wine, just like maybe we're still hungover, but we were able to keep those paces pretty insane.
Yeah.
And then mind you, the freaking burpee broad jumps, we both had to walk back. They were strict on both of us. They kept touching on like the hands, like how far away they were. I swear by the end of it, I was probably putting my hands like between my legs, like a frog, and then going back. I was like, I'm tired of this. There was even one jump where like I think I jumped and I landed like right foot, then left foot, staggered. And because of that, they sent me back. And I was like, bro.
They sent you back on that one, and then they sent me back on my last one because I jumped, crossed the line, but I landed shitty. So like my momentum kind of brought me back behind it. And they're like, nope, go back and do it again. I was like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, they're freaking Italians. Disqualified. No.
Oh, man. Yeah, because they didn't catch me take my shirt off on the ski erg. Because we took off, our start time was 8:50 a.m.
Yeah.
And the run was outside, which is great. I loved that the run was outdoor, but it was a little chilly to start.
Dude, it was cold.
Yeah, and also
because I'm a warm-blooded creature, like I don't even jump into Barden.
It's our Latin blood, dude. It's our Latin blood.
Yeah.
But there's also a which again kind of nice on them, and they're trying to be nice back there, but there's like a mister on the backside of the track that was like spraying water. And again, it was cold as shit when we started. So we were like actively avoiding the water as we run around. But yeah, we get in and I'm wearing, tank top with a LSKD shirt on top of it. And first thing I do is take my shirt off and toss it to Olivia, and which we got on video. It was actually a really cool video. And so I guess the judges didn't see that. And so like I was wondering what the hell was going on with you. I was like, what? I was like, why do you like you're holding on to your shirt? I was like, no, just I think I threw it back to Olivia and I had to go get it from her because the judges were getting pissed off.
Bro, the one judge and then she rolled over the head judge and they were flagging over another dude and I was like, just give me the shirt back. And we just ended up dumping it like on the run.
You're like, it's a HYROX shirt.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It was cold. Now it's not.
Yeah. Now it's not. We're back indoors and I'm running. It's not fucking cold anymore.
Yeah.
We dumped it on a run.
Yeah, I think I dumped it on the run. Like
there's no judges out there.
Like, threw it out on the side, and Olivia came and grabbed it. And I was like, "What if I throw this shirt away?" Like, honestly,
don't
at
throw
this
the HYROX
point,
shirt away,
like,
though.
Whatever. But yeah, and then on top of that, the lunges. You carry the crap out of our lunges. I was dying because again, I hadn't trained legs even for the last like 8 months.
Yeah, we were both dealing with some dealing with some little injuries for sure.
And so you carry those lunges. Hands down. And then
you carried everything else.
We get to those damn wall balls and freaking I start and I'm going down to 90, I swear. I'm breaking the parallel and no reps, like 25 in a row. I was like, dude.
I kept watching the number and it wasn't going up. You were like at 1. I was like, what is going on right now?
I was like, he was like, no. And the guy in the video you can see is like putting his hand lower.
I was just about to see if you saw that.
Bro, and I'm like, dude, I'm at 90. It's not my fault. You're like 5'6", and your depth is a lot more different than mine.
Yeah.
But,
dude, because he'd put his arm there, and then when you would squat, he would lower his arm. I'm like, what are we doing here? I was like, this is, because you're 6'4"? Yeah. And it was just like the biggest crock of shit. And then for me, he was like damn near applauding my squats. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 5'8" and I have short femurs. Like, yeah, of course my squat. Yeah,
perfect,
great. Beautiful.
Perfect. I was like, hey, shut the hell up.
Yeah, I know you're getting all insecure.
To fucking cheerlead me. Like,
he just didn't like you.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was the mustache. He had a beard, no mustache. So he was.
I had the beard going. I've still been growing out. This is still my Rome beard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of letting it. I've been getting some good feedback from the ladies. They're like, oh, you look so manly.
You see, maybe it's good you didn't get your hair cut there.
That's what I'm saying. But dude, that barber was sick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shout out. What was his Instagram?
Bro, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, he doesn't watch.
He's some guy. We walk in and funny enough, like Nick said, everyone is literally fading up because it's like day 3 and my hair's starting to look a little rough. Mm-hmm. And we walk in and every single person that's cutting hair is cutting a hair identical to what they have. This guy with like white dyed hair, same kind of cut that I have. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's the guy. Come to find out, he just came back from like paying $5,000 to some hairstylist in Barcelona. And it's like his like 3rd day back. And he's here to like, he perfected his craft. And now he's here to cut hair again. And I was like, say less.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta say, best haircut I've probably ever gotten. From the shampoo to the design to just...
To the price.
Dude, to the price. $30.
35, yeah. It was, 30 euros.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, take the $10. He looked at me like...
He was so surprised.
You tip? And I was like, yeah, I tip. Take the $10. It's only 40 euros. Take it. And he's like, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's so wild that, but also like, so wild they don't run off of like a tip currency or tip like, culture, I guess you could say.
At all.
Like anywhere, yeah, the waiters, but also like it kind of led to some bad service.
Yeah.
Like not being very attentive, like waiting on drinks and stuff because they're not caring about their tips. They don't care. They want you to have a good time. Don't get me wrong. The waiters in Italy were fine. There was no like bad interactions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it wasn't like Americans were like, oh, can I get you anything else? Can I get you this? And they're all like cheery and like almost like a stripper where they're like flirting with you to get a bigger tip. You know what I mean? From what I hear, I've never been to a strip club.
I've never been either.
Yeah, never touched the stuff.
One day.
Yeah. But yeah, that barber was sick, dude. It was like a pumpkin carving competition, man. He was like showing off.
Yeah. He was so sick on everybody. I felt like I was like literally in like a design school, kind of like in a model TV show.
He's like, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me design in it.
Let me do that. You want to go like yellow? No, just cut the hair.
Yeah, dude. But it was killer. I didn't want a haircut, but by the time he was done with yours, I was like, I want to get my haircut.
Oh man,
like just to see like what he would do.
I wish you could have. This guy was booked the rest of the week. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey bro, can we get in tomorrow? He's like, no, I'm booked all week. Yeah, I understand. 30 euros for this kind of a fade. Done.
Well, that's what we were saying. Like if he was in like New York, that's north of $100 for that haircut.
Yeah, I would have paid.
Sure.
If he was here right now, I'd pay 150 to go see him again.
Yeah, dude, he killed it. And again, it was a total like service. Like it wasn't like a cookie cutter like factory production thing. Like get him in, get him out, like keep him moving.
Dude.
Like he took his time. Like he shaved up your face.
Yeah,
dude. The shave included. Like that's normally like another like half of what the haircut cost. You know what I'm saying? It's normally like $30, $40
like,
for a haircut and $20 for the
he
beard.
Shampooed me. That's $5. That's $20. Okay, 55, 60. I was like, I'm cool with that. To come out with 30, I was like, how much was everything just now? Hang on.
Yeah, dude. I think that's what people like asking, like, oh, was it an expensive trip? I'm like, the most expensive thing was like the train tickets. The food was not that. I mean, well, we ate a couple expensive places, but like not really.
Oh, we were splurging, dude. I felt like it was like Viva la vida. We were like, give me the steak, give me the ravioli. Hey, give me that calamari. Give me 3 bottles of red wine.
Yeah, and I think we only like once ordered house wine.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was like bottles. But I think that's where we messed up. Because I think even the house wine out there is like really good from what I've been told.
Yeah.
And like €2 for a bottle of house wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, not that we messed up at all.
I mean, it's going to be so hard for us to like get our taste buds back for wine. I think because we're going to Fredericksburg this weekend to celebrate your birthday. And I'm like, oh man, are we even going to like this wine? Like, but I have some recommendations for like European style wine.
Okay.
But apparently someone's telling me that like the California wine is not nearly as good as European, but they charge so much more. So like the European French wine will go ahead and just like be ran regularly and then you're fine. Nice. And I was like, oh wow. Say less.
Say less. I'm here for it. Yeah. We got a bottle of red wine out here in the lobby.
Yeah, I know, ready to go.
Paul needs us to drink. No wine left behind. So yeah, that like getting into the no wine left behind. Dude, it had to have happened at least 4 or 5 times. Where like, because there's usually seven or 8 of us at each dinner that we're sitting down at. And so, you know, Bree and Andrew order their own bottle, and Allie and Jen get some Prosecco, and Olivia gets her spritz, and then you and me split a bottle of red.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there enjoying it like the classy gentlemen that we are.
We're taking our time. It's vacation.
Yeah, we're posting up, modeling, putting on a show for the Italian ladies. Yeah. And then it came up, and we're like, all right, guys, like finish up your bottle. We got to go. And we have like half a bottle of wine left. So we just pour these big ass glasses of wine that are like 12 ounces. And we're just sitting there like trying to slam these bottles of wine. And I'm like, all right, here we go, man. This is when in Rome, quite literally.
I mean, I think that's the difference. Is like everyone there was so like chill. That's like the biggest thing that I've noticed. The biggest takeaway is like over there, no one's rushing to do anything. I mean, from the walking to like just the way the servers are like taking their sweet time. We got waited on by owners multiple times, and even they were kind of like strolling around the business, like chilling.
Yeah.
And like we were like, oh, we have 5 minutes to get to this reservation. We got 5 minutes to get to the train. We got, you know, like we got to go right now. And I think that was the biggest thing where it's like, oh dang, like they don't rush in Europe at all. Like they're just taking their time, enjoying life. And over here you come back and it's like pop, 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 pop. You're always walking fast to get to the
rat
next
race.
place. Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'd kind of been warned about that before we went out there. Not warned, but like told. Like it's just a laid back lifestyle out there. Like, and they're like, yeah, you go to Europe and like people are just way more laid back. And man, yeah, 100% like that was the case.
Yeah, which is great because like for us as tourists or going on vacation, it's amazing because we get to lay back and chill. Besides us trying to race for things, but
and actually race at HYROX.
Yeah. Besides all that, you know, it was still a matter of just like, oh, the tempo is so much slower here. Like I can get used to a slow tempo, but then I really think about it. I'm like, okay, if I lived in that same Airbnb for a year, how bored would I be?
Yeah.
Like you're just going to wineries and shopping and doing the tourist stuff. Then you see everything and it's like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
I got to start grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think guys or people in general that find themselves in the area of work that you and I do, like there's not a lot of relaxing.
Mhm.
Even when we go on vacation, or I know you're the same way, but like if I go on vacation even with my family, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go find a gym. Like I feel like I need to be doing stuff. And I feel like those types of people, like, I don't know if you want to call it like a type A personality, like we just have to be going. And I kind of struggled with that out in Italy. I'm like, I feel like I need to be doing stuff. And we were doing stuff, don't get me wrong, but I felt like I needed to be working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time it's just like creeping over your shoulder. Like you're not working, you're not doing anything, you're not, and it's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, even here I got back and like the day I got back, I had 3 clients.
Yeah.
Like I'm booking in advance. You know, this week is insane for me. But man, it's just the hustle culture, which is great because then we get to plan all these other trips to go to other places and do the things and it's fine. But yeah, I mean, we hustle a lot harder.
Yeah.
I guess it's like you gotta go make it happen. You gotta go earn it. If you're like laid back and taking your sweet time, you're probably not gonna be in a pretty good situation.
Yeah. We're definitely in like especially with where we are at Correct, like it is definitely like a go-getter mentality and like type of personality that like makes that place run.
Yeah. It's like you go get it and everyone in here is gonna go get it with you. And like we're gonna fit into our already 6-hour workday on a Saturday, another little trip to hang out. And then after that, we have a dinner plan and then we go. And it's just crazy. Like we were just talking about it. Oh, let's stay in Fredericksburg Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, we all get up at 7 a.m. because I have to coach at 9.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got to make it to church.
Yeah. We can make that. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
To anyone else, that sounds insane.
Yeah. But for us, it's like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. I'll probably sleep. Like, I'll make Olivia drive or something. We'll rest.
Yeah. And another thing, like, and I had a client tell me this when it comes to Rome or Italy in general, like, you can hop into any little shop and get like the best pastry and cup of coffee you've ever had for like €5.
Yeah.
And she wasn't wrong. I mean, again, I think you and I agree. And I know, like, especially for me, there was only one thing I ate that I didn't like. Everything else, like I finished. I know you didn't like the pastry the first day we went to that CrossFit gym.
Bro,
it was like just too sweet.
Frosting, just jam frosting into a croissant and called it whatever. That was rough.
I think I ate like half of that when you were like, it's too sweet for me. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot.
Dude. Yeah, and on that note, like it's so insane because we even came back and that night we flew in. We took my brother and sister out to Aviator just to catch them up at the pizza joint. And, you know, I get the sweet tea and I take my first sip and I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, it just tripped me out because I was like so used to just like waters and wines and just like Powerades and juices that were over there that we would grab and like everything seems so natural and fresh. But then you get here and it's like, oh, this doesn't taste that fresh at all.
Yeah.
And then even in the morning, I'd put like my regular coffee mate French vanilla into my coffee and it tasted like crap. I was like, I'm never drinking this stuff again. So I literally went to the store and I bought some whole milk and then I bought some heavy whipping cream and some sugar. I made sure it was like all natural. Like I checked the ingredients, bro. I was in there. I was like, I don't want anything in my coffee that's not supposed to be in my coffee.
Yeah.
And then you look at the ingredients on the coffee mate and it's like a list of like 30 things. And it's like, oh.
You can't pronounce half of them.
Yeah. I'm like, we eat so horrendously here in America versus Europe where it was all such holistic food. And dude, it changes so much.
Oh, dude. Because we hammered food the first like 5 days we were there. But what was funny is because 2 days before HYROX, I only had one drink. The day before HYROX, I had no drinks. And by the time HYROX rolled around, like I already felt like I was like leaned back out.
Yeah.
And that's with us eating like we were definitely in a caloric surplus.
Yeah.
And I still, again, it's just so like natural and homemade and like the lack of shitty ingredients. Like besides like water and juice, did you drink any like sodas out there?
No sodas.
So one time I got a Coke Zero and one time I got a Fanta. And both of those times tasted completely different than what you get here. I was like, man, this is bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially the Fanta. And it was still good. It was still good. But I was like, man, this is not like, it was also like a very different color. It wasn't like that very vibrant orange of like Fanta you get here. It was like a dull orange, almost like a Sunny D looking kind of orange. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is weird. But it tasted great. But it was not near as like deep and rich of like sweetness that like you get with the Fanta here. And since I've come back, I did get a Coke Zero, and I was like, whew, doggy. Like that is a lot.
Yeah, it's just too much. You know, it's just too much for my taste buds, too much for my mind. Like I don't want it. So literally, it pushed me, thankfully, to like go out and like we just made this crock pot dinner last night for the first time. You know, it's super easy to make. It's like, hey, put your whole chicken breast in there, put like heavy whipping cream, put the Alfredo sauce, season the stuff, and then put your block of cottage cheese. Let it sit for 4 hours.
That sounds bomb.
And then we just went and shredded the chicken and put the pasta in, which was like an Italian fridge pasta, so it's already soft. And then we put that in there, and then, dude, in 20 minutes it was ready, and I didn't do anything.
I bet it was phenomenal.
The prep was like 5 minutes. The pasta was 5 minutes. Shredding the chicken was 5 minutes throughout my day, just like running through the kitchen. And then we're set up with meal prep, bless you, for the next 3 to 4 days. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Like, this is whole food. Maybe not like all the preservatives in the chicken and stuff. They're still there, but like it's better than
antibiotics.
P. Terry's. You know, I ordered P. Terry's.
You're a P. Terry's fiend.
I know I am. I tried, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I don't want it. I do not want a hamburger, and I couldn't get through it. So dry, so like
that's wild,
damaging to my throat. I know. I'd rather have a steak. I'd rather just go make a pork chop or something.
Oh, I love a good pork chop,
dude. Yeah, it's so. Which brings you to the point of like, you know, I've been thinking about, okay, like people typically like live their whole life to like save all this money, and then they go travel in the future. But I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Like I could go invest into like the stock right now. I could go like invest into like something that'll be benefit me for the long term. But like I would much rather go travel as much as I can, go into a little bit of debt that I know I can get myself out of, because like those experiences I feel are giving me like equity now.
Yeah.
Like we come back from Rome, Italy, and now we're like, okay, like we could make a gym happen out here. We could, like now we know like what the culture is. Let's change our coffee, change our diet, change the way we communicate. Like maybe we do slow down a little bit. You know, just from seeing what the culture is like out there, like it brought us back so many experiences where we're able to like just share those with others. And now we have equity. It's like our stock just paid us out an extra $500, but of like experience.
Yeah. I agree. I've always been like that, where like I'd rather have experiences over possessions. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to go do like dumb shit, but like I would always rather have like experiences, and that's always been one of the, and this, there might be people that listen to this be like, oh, these guys are so dumb. But like it's always blown my mind when people are like, oh, if you do this, this, and this, like you put in 1,000 now, by the time you're 65, it'll be 100K. And I'm like, 65?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I was like, yeah. So people like say stuff like that. I know it's kind of like blows my mind. I'm like, you want me to wait around 40 more years for this to like turn into something? Yeah. I'll spend this $1,000 on a round trip ticket to Colombia, and like, again, where I have family and I can make that a cheap trip, but I get the experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things, like I'd be curious, you talk to 100 people on their deathbed and like, how would they feel about that? If you told them that sentence, like, I don't know, maybe they'd be like, no, I'm glad I saved my money and I have 100K to give to my grandkids. And it's like, or be like, no, man, I'm really glad I went to Colombia and I got to experience the culture and I met my wife there and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, so it'd be very curious. I'm sure there are polls and stories like that where like, oh, we questioned 100 people on their deathbed and they said they would rather have experiences than possessions.
Yeah. And you never know, you know, like, why am I going to save up all this money? Or like, it doesn't matter like protecting yourself with income, and then like, okay, I can afford to like, if my dogs go to the hospital or something, or if I get injured, I can probably afford that. I get back on my feet pretty quick. But like I spent the last 28 years of my life not traveling. And just this year, we've already gotten 3 stamps on our passport. Like,
yeah. And you're going to get 3 more?
Yeah.
Before the year's over? Yeah. I'm going to try to get at least one. Actually, I'm going to try to get 2 more, because round trip to Colombia is not too expensive right now.
Yeah, dude. It's once I felt what that 12-hour flight felt like, which that flight back was the worst, because we sat in the freaking plane for 2 hours before we actually took off.
So it was like a 14-hour flight.
14 hours. I was like, dude, this is the worst. But if you're ever wondering, as a 6'4" man, the economy is not bad. I mean, we paid round trip, like for our flight, $600 to Rome.
Yeah.
And we sat in economy, and it wasn't terrible at all. They had like so much space. I didn't really complain. That was only like those last 2 hours, I felt them. Like I went to go bother you. We walked to the back.
Yeah.
I was so bored after the like 11-hour mark. I was like, 2 more hours. Damn.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do with my life? Do I just lay here with my eyes closed? Nope, I'm bored. Let me go bother Nick.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing. Like, yeah, there are definitely like those moments of boredom. You're like, fuck. And you're almost like too bored to sleep.
Yeah.
I cranked out almost the whole first season of Landman. Like I watched, I think, 10 episodes. And I was sitting next to a very chatty guy, nice guy, very nice guy. Oh, you know what? He messaged me. I forgot to message him back last night.
There you go.
Yeah, he added me on WhatsApp because he was in Austin for ACL. Again, nice guy, super nice to talk to. But there's times where I'm like just trying to put my headphone back in and he wouldn't like stop. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But again, luckily I sat next to a cool dude that didn't stink. He had to get up to use the bathroom a handful of times, but like nothing. It was a great experience, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And yeah, flying economy. I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'm not
living the dream.
Yeah, I'm not crying too much about being cramped into space. But yeah, the 12-hour flight wasn't too bad. Out there, I slept a decent little chunk, and that was a direct flight. So I flew out from Chicago. I was at a wedding for a buddy before that. So I think that flight was maybe 9 or 10 hours. And then the flight back was, 12 or whatever. Not that bad. Yeah. Again, you can sleep, take some, I almost said Midol, take some melatonin. And, and yeah, I mean, I had melatonin, but I didn't even need to take it.
Yeah, it's just sitting, watching TV, get sleepy, take a nap, wake back up. Okay, now we're still on the plane.
And pretty good movie selection. I watched The Ballerina, the John Wick movie.
Dude, so good.
Yeah, it was great, man. Anna de Armas, she's on the top of my list, brother. I'll tell you that right now, man. That the dark eyes and dark hair and light eyes, like that's a killer combo for me.
She still looks so young too. I thought she was like 19. Like I was like, oh, a young actor, and I looked it up, and I was like, what the hell?
She's 35, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently looked that up too. Oddly enough,
I'm cramping.
You're cramping. That a boy.
Hamstring. It's okay. We're playing it off.
Yeah, we can cut that part. Actually, don't cut that part. Keep it real. I recently looked up her age because she's dating Tom Cruise, who's 63.
Wow.
Yeah, almost a 30-year age difference.
Dude, I saw the Tom Cruise movie. It's like 30 minutes of him running around.
Oh, the newest
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible,
very,
yeah.
Very Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, try not to cramp up over there.
Yeah, I'm in pain over here.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Speaking of Anna de Armas, should we talk about the bachelorette party?
Bachelorette party.
The bachelorette party in Florence.
So all week we were bugging Nick. We're like, hey, Nick, like your bingo cards. We used ChatGPT to make a bingo card or whatever. And one of the bingo cards for Nick was he had to propose to some random person.
Yeah. And also to go to that backtrack, I was the only single person there.
Yeah.
I mean, Allie, but like she's with her mom. Like it was Allie and Jen. It was you and Olivia. It was Bree and Andrew, and then me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I got stuck with the propose to a random stranger.
Yeah. And we spend one of the nights out in Florence.
Phenomenal, which I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Which spend a couple days.
Argue everybody to Florence, but after Rome, we were like, let's go back to Florence. We loved it so much, and I need a leather jacket.
Great leather.
Last minute call, we pet the boar at the leather market.
Yeah, pet the lucky boar.
Pet the lucky boar. So I've got some luck on me right now.
Put a penny in his mouth.
Yeah,
yeah.
And we're just drinking our wine, and I'm like, guys, we should definitely stay the night. So I'm over here searching Airbnbs. Everyone's like, no, we got to make the train at 10. It's like 8. I'm like, I want to have fun. We're in Florence. Let's go party. And finally convince everybody to stay the night. And as soon as I booked the Airbnb, the waiter brings over tequila shots. And she's like, I heard you all talking about yada, yada, yada. Here's some tequila.
I didn't even know they had tequila in Italy.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, and she brings over a tray of tequila shots because she hears us being Mexican.
Yeah. And they were like, to the music or something. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great. Great hospitality.
Yeah, we walked out of there off our asses.
Flying, yeah.
We were going. And trying to figure out the Airbnb password.
And that was the beginning of the night.
Yeah. And then so we figured out the Airbnb, but now that that's secured, we're good to go. Don't know where we're going yet, but we're walking the streets of Florence at night, and we end up at the Lion's Well, I think it was called.
Something like that, the Lion's something. I remember that.
And
the night got a little fuzzy for me.
Yeah. So you walk in there, and there's some girls sitting at a table, and they're like, oh my gosh, are one of you guys named Tim? Thomas.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, no, my name's not Thomas. And I was like, Nick, your middle name's Thomas.
It's not. And my middle name's Oscar.
It's Oscar.
And
he's like, oh yeah, my middle name's Thomas.
I was like, my middle name is Thomas.
Yeah. And they're like, perfect. We're taking pictures. And then we go back to the back and we sit down and grab our buckets, whatever. And then they come back and they're like, hey, we actually need to do all these bingo cards. So I think you got the entire bar. There's we're in the back of the bar. There's a bunch of parties sitting around, and the bachelorette party is there. And what song did you make us sing?
We sang Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
So like that experience, like singing Sweet Caroline in a bar
Yeah.
was amazing in Italy, which American songs rule the world.
For sure. Yeah, we set the tone.
Yeah. And then what else did they come over and ask?
Oh, dude. I mean, I think I helped them check off like half the bingo card. I serenaded the bride.
Yep.
I took the bride into the men's restroom to take a picture. I gave the bridesmaid a piggyback ride. Or maid of honor.
Yeah.
God, I think there was like one or two other ones. I can't remember. Yeah, like I said, the night. Call a stranger's mom. So I called my mom to let her talk to my mom on the phone. Shout out my mom, trooper on that one. She's like, "What? It's so loud in that bar." Yeah. I was like, "You got to talk to this bride. It's on their bingo card." Yeah,
I hope they completed their bingo card. We probably helped her.
They checked off my bingo card because I proposed to Sophie.
You remember your fiance's name? Zoe. There we go.
Shout out Zoe. I miss you.
Proposed to man.
She said yes.
Where was she from? Australia or something?
Yeah, New Zealand, Australia, somewhere down under.
Yeah.
That's where I left her.
Yeah, so that was wild. And then I don't even remember what we did after that.
We ended up making it back to that bar. We left for a little bit.
Yeah.
You and I tried to do cartwheels in the streets of Florence.
Yeah, we were punting our canes around.
Yeah, I kicked my cane. We took a Beatles picture in a crosswalk. I was the only one that was barefoot because Paul is barefoot in the Beatles picture.
Yeah, which was a whole conspiracy thing that night. Paul.
The real Paul McCartney's dead.
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy. He died in a car accident. They found a lookalike in a radio contest.
That's why he's barefoot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we did cartwheels. You busted your ass.
I didn't even complete half a cartwheel. I think I got like my hand down on the ground and then just like tucked and rolled. You got a pretty good cartwheel in, I think.
Yeah, I got one, and the second one I ate shit. Yeah. I think even when I punted the cane, it like ate shit. I was staring at the sky, and I was like, "Oh, how did I get?"
Yeah, that's right. You slipped when you kicked your shoe. Yeah, the cobblestone streets of Florence are a little softer than they look. It wasn't too bad of a landing.
Yeah. I felt like a trampoline. It was nice.
But what other restaurant? I honestly don't remember what other bars we went to.
Yeah, me either.
Is that the night we went to that bar that said they had like a neon glowing sign that said, "Please don't do cocaine in the bathroom"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that was the night.
We all got spritzes there.
Yep. And we almost got stolen. I feel like there was something sketchy going on back there.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, there
like,
definitely was like a drug deal or something going on in the back there, and we were the only people
like just standing back there waiting. And then we got our drinks. They kind of just all sat down like this, and we were like, it's not our problem.
Yep. And let's finish these drinks and go.
Then we went to that chocolate bar too. So the one with the chocolate shots.
Oh, the chocolate shots. Yeah. Dude. What was the one that I got? Oh man, I remember. Like the keep it up or something like that, or get it up.
The blow jobs.
They were all sexual things. The Kama Sutra, the 69. Yeah, they were all sexual shots. And the bartender was like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
He's like describing all these shots and he's like, "Oh, you need help keeping it up? You're a young man." Like I was like, "It's the name of the shot. Leave me alone."
Like, "Oh, the girls, you want a lot and you put the whipped cream real tall. How much can you take?"
Yeah.
For the guys, too much? You want more?
Yeah. Yeah, he was funny. Super funny. Those shots were delicious though.
Oh yeah.
I think mine had like eggnog, coffee, liqueur, and they come in these little chocolate shot glasses. Yeah. And he said the best way to take is from the back, right?
Yeah,
you got to shoot it from the back. So you dump it upside down with the chocolate cup like bottom in, and then eat it with the whipped cream on top. It was so good.
Oh, it was a blast. I mean, the spritzes were great. The food was great. We went to the one star Michelin restaurant. That was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I think it would be insane. I mean, my favorite part above all was probably like how easy it was to get around the town. Like to take the trains, to get out, to like, we want to go to Florence, we want to go to Naples, we might go to Cicateri, we might go to the Amalfi Coast. Let's take these trains real quick. They're $50.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite part. Even the metro, like as we walked around Rome was insane.
Right, yeah. Want to go to like the Trevi Fountain or the Colosseum, like just hop on the metro.
5 minutes and you're there. And it's just walking.
And not that bad either. Like it wasn't like I've taken subways in Boston, not New York. I've taken the trains in Chicago. Chicago was okay, but I haven't done that since like 2017 maybe. Mm-hmm. The one in Boston was disgusting. But the ones in Italy were not that bad. Like there weren't like homeless people sleeping in there and it smelled like piss and you didn't want to, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still didn't want to touch the rails per se, but I didn't feel as bad touching the rails there as I would in like Boston or New York or Chicago.
Yeah.
I think everyone there in general has like a pretty respectful like culture when it comes to like let the elderly sit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think honestly, the restaurant we went to was it that last night when they brought us that tiramisu?
Oh, yeah.
Was that in
the
Florence?
huge lasagna.
The huge lasagna. I think that was my favorite meal. The lasagna and the tiramisu together were so good.
Because because when did we get the blueberry steak? We had the blueberry steak.
Oh, that was the last
before.
night in Florence. No, the last night. So it was the night before. I think it was the night after HYROX because Olivia wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
night of HYROX.
She was down bad.
Yeah, I know. I ate some of her carbonara and that was bomb.
Yeah, the best carbonara I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, poor thing, man. She literally gave it her all.
Yeah, Olivia was running with Breathe through HYROX and they PR'd. Keep in mind, our old time was like 120 and they threw like a 116 down. And Olivia probably got like the worst chills and fever and throw up and like she was down bad after the race, but she gave it her all. She survived.
Dude, she still came out that night. She was a trooper, man. Olivia's a real one for sure.
She was ready to go. It was impressive. But she's sworn off of HYROXes permanently. She said, I'm never doing one again. And I was like, well, you know.
I could be talked into another one.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there.
Yeah.
Especially if I ever like found myself like in a relationship situation where like the girl wanted to do it. Because that was your first one was with Olivia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I ever found myself in that situation where I was with a girl and she wanted to try it or do another one, like with someone that's already done one, like I said, I could be talked into. Or if you wanted to do another one, I'd be like, fuck, okay.
Yeah,
especially if it was somewhere cool.
There's
like
a lot in Europe next year. So, I mean, we got to keep
But I mean, I'd be even down for like Miami.
Yeah.
Vegas. Like I could be talked into those. Like Dallas, I don't know. It doesn't tickle my fancy. If I was in like with someone that wanted to do it, I'd be like, okay, like I'll go do it. Houston, same thing. I'd be like, okay. They ever brought one to Austin.
Dallas, because Dallas is like so jam packed that we're running like on a Friday, like at 2 or 10 or something. And I'm like, that doesn't even like benefit me. Like I'm just gonna drive up 3 hours, run, and then drive right back down. Like why would I want to stay?
Oh, you're gonna come down Friday night?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Especially if we run on Friday. If it was Saturday, that's a different monster.
Yeah.
But going up on Friday, no one's even gonna be there besides the other like men's doubles and the regular. And like, what do I have doing up there? I have no reason.
Yeah. All right, cool. That makes me feel better about not going because I was kind of on the fence about that.
Dude,
I was like, do I go support the homies? Because I could go stay with my cousin. It's just the drive is the only thing. And it's what, like 3.5 hours?
Yeah. If we had a train, I'm there.
Dude, I know. There's rumors of a train being built, right? From like, this supposed to go like Dallas, like through Austin, San Antonio, Houston.
We would hope so, but that'd be great.
It'd be too convenient, right?
Yeah. I would be there all the time. Like, I'm going to Dallas for the weekend. Like I'm staying with one of my friends or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go catch the Cowboys game or whatever. I'm gonna go to Houston and catch a Rockets game.
Yeah.
Like it make it so much easier because you can sleep on a train. You can't sleep when you're driving.
Yeah. And there's traffic. I hate driving, mind you. When we came back, I was like, I don't even want to drive these 20 minutes to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, dang it.
I like driving. I love my car. So I in the cabs in Italy were wild, which was fun for me. Like but like Allie was like not looking at the road.
Bro,
like,
that one guy that was freaking like cutting through all the like
Dude.
the one singular lane into oncoming traffic. I was like, we're gonna die today.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. For me, I felt like I was watching a Bourne movie. Like I felt like he was running from the cops the way he was driving.
Yeah.
Like he was avoiding something in life. And
Allie just tucked her head and like couldn't even look. And I was like, oh my gosh.
yeah, dude. I was watching like I said, like it was a movie or a video game. I was like, this is wild.
Oh man.
But and then our driver to the airport the last day, dude, that guy, especially because we hit kind of like some washboardy stuff on the highway. I'm like, I think we just caught air.
Yeah.
Like he was hauling ass. He had to have been going north of 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Or kilometers.
We were flying. I was like kind of shaking, kind of like 4 a.m. We're trying to wake up, like, but also freaking the heck out. Like, you want to get in the car, a 30-minute Uber. Let's just take a nap. No way. I was wide-eyed the entire time.
So it's not good for your central nervous system, man. Dude, yeah, we were shocked. But dude, a 10 for 10 would do that trip again. Like the food was great. The people was great. Getting around, like you said, was so easy. I mean, we probably walked like 20,000 steps a day.
Oh, yeah.
Like we walked a ton. But yeah, not a great gym scene out there.
Yeah. Yeah, not at all.
But everything's so old. Like the one gym we went to is a CrossFit gym, CrossFit. But you weren't allowed to like slam the weights. I'm like, well, how are you going to do CrossFit? Not that I'm a big like advocate of CrossFit, but I'm like
weight slamming. I control my weights down to the ground all the time.
Yeah, but if I just did fucking 10 power cleans at 225, the last one I'm probably dumping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm probably just going to drop that done because I'm going to be exhausted. And they're like, no, please don't drop the weights because our neighbors will literally leave a bag of shit on our front door.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And she's like, no, they'll put like shit in a bag and leave it on the front step. I'm like, what? That's so crazy. But yeah, it's just an old ass building, Like I don't. Did you ever go look at the back steps, like in the back of the weight room there?
No, I never walked up there.
It led up just to like a gate to the street. Yeah, I was like, this is like just a wild scene. Like everything is just so old and, but man, so cool. The Coliseum exceeded the hype for me. I loved it. It was funny because my mom, and it's funny, we talked about this. I used the wrong word on a podcast once. I think I said empath. Yeah, she's like, no, that's not the right word. But she's always been, and then again, I'm not going to say like a medium. She doesn't like talk to spirits, but she's like very in touch with like energy. Like we went to Sedona one time and she's like, I don't like it. Like, because Sedona is like a vortex of energy. That's why a lot of people go there. And my mom being raised like super old Catholic, like she felt very uncomfortable there. She, in fact, when we lived in the homeless shelter in California, it was a Door of Hope homeless shelter. It was a Christian-based or Catholic, Christian-based homeless shelter. They asked my mom, because they knew like her religious background, they asked my mom if she wanted to be part of an exorcism because there was like a person there that they deemed possessed. And she's like, absolutely not. She's like, I will not be a part of that. Like that's like that kind of stuff can attach to you.
Jeez.
Yeah. And she's like, I 100% believe that guy was possessed. Like I saw him, like I wanted no part of it. So when she went to Italy, she went to the Colosseum and she's like, it just felt heavy. She's like, I felt sad. I felt depressed. She's like, it just felt heavy for me. She's like, I don't like it. She's like, I'm curious to see what you think about it. And I go in there and I felt like energized.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on goosebumps. My hair is standing up. I'm like, and I'm not thinking about like the awful thing. In a sense I am, but like these miserable deaths that have happened there, I'm thinking about, man, imagine stepping into this arena with 50,000 people cheering against you.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, fuck, this is dope.
Yeah. Fight your ass off.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You're literally fighting for your life. Like, and even if you win, you still might die. Because it's all about the thumbs up, thumbs down, as you learned with your loss of the rock, paper, scissors to Olivia.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Anthony died in the Coliseum. It was a good time.
Everybody opted for me to die. It was a terrible time.
Yeah, like, nah, poor effort. But also, I think Olivia went like 20-0 in rock, paper, scissors that trip.
I don't think she lost. Even on the plane there, we played for like 30 minutes straight out of boredom. And I think I only won like 5 times.
Yeah, she's cheating. There's some sort of system to it. Yeah,
there's something she's doing.
She's got like really good like hand-eye. She's like, and paper at the last second. She's like, he's going rock. I'm going scissor.
There's no way she's just guessing.
No.
She's way too good at it.
Yeah, it's not a guessing game for her.
She's going to hear this and be like, really? Let's play. I'm going to play in this rock, paper, scissors for the next Christmas.
You should take her to Vegas. Maybe she's like low-key autistic and she can like start counting cards.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Win you guys a boatload. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, I've been to Vegas. Vegas is dope.
Yeah? What'd you go for?
Just like college hangouts, like boys trips
and
like stuff like that. I've been with my family and that was fun. Going out in the club scene was a blast. And then I lose too much money in Vegas. I was down like $1,000 on day 3. Ugh. And then like on the way to like to the airport, I put my last $5 bill into a machine and won $400 back. And I was like,
I'm coming back.
Let's go. I'm up.
Yeah, that's like golf. You could play a totally shitty round, and if you hit one good shot at the end, you're like, I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, it's so hard. But even then, like I just don't go to Vegas anymore because A, it's hot, and 2, like I'd much rather spend $2,000 going to like Barcelona than $2,000 going to Vegas. You know?
Yeah. I went to Vegas a couple of times, like for fun trips. Like I went for whatever reason, like my family from Colombia, they'd come up for New Year's and go to Vegas. So the first time I went, I was 17 and we met up with like my family from Colombia. And then I didn't go again, honestly, for like probably another 10 years. And I went when I was like 27, 28 for New Year's again. And it was also to watch my very first UFC card. It was Ronda Rousey versus Amanda Nunes.
Dang.
It was a sick card. Yeah, Dominic Cruz was on there. He lost to Cody Garbrandt. TJ Dillashaw was on the card. A bunch of names. But after that trip, because again, that was more of like a New Year's trip. But after that, all my trips to Vegas were either for fights or the last time I went was to see Rogan and Chappelle. Yeah, so that was great. They got recreational weed there, which is great. That's what I honestly like. The food and like fights, like what I go for. Like I've been to the clubs there. I went to a couple of clubs like on New Year's. I can't remember the names of them, but Tao nightclub was one of them. And then I hated it because like the chicks, I was with like some attractive females. So of course they got in for free and I'm paying like a $60 cover. And I'm like, oh, come on. I was like, it's me, the one guy and 3 girls. Like, can't I just like tag along with them? I brought them. Yeah. So I'm not the biggest Vegas fan. It's a scene. Yeah. I would, it was funny because we kept saying andiamo, like let's go, like in Italian, but that's the name of a really nice steakhouse in Italy. Andiamo. Yeah. That's where I took my mom there for her birthday, like right. Had to have been like 2020 because we had there's a bunch of pictures and we had to wear like not in the restaurant, but we had to like wear masks at Top Golf and shit like that. That's why I got this shark tattoo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my Greg Norman tattoo. So HYROX I'm out on, but like I could get talked into it. I'm not gonna swear it off like Olivia or Brooklyn's like I'm never doing one again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could get talked into it, especially because like just like last time, I know we could do better.
Yeah.
Like, especially because we got hoed by the
Especially because
judges.
we had like 2 minutes at the top, 2 minutes at the bottom of that 4:30 to 6:30, and then the wall balls. We came.
That's like an extra 2 minutes there
of like 30 reps. You know, that was 2 minutes. We finished in 5:49. That's the slowest wall ball I've ever put on in my life.
Dude, yeah, because what were like most of our stations? Like right around 3 minutes for the stations, like give or take. So yeah, 5.5 minutes for the fucking wall balls, which like we crushed in Houston.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably got that done in less than probably like what 2.5 in Houston.
So the sub 110s there, I think.
Yeah.
Even like the sub like 105. If like we put the
Dude, if we actually trained, yeah,
because we actually tried for this.
Yeah, well, because like, when because we planned HYROX Italy in like May.
Yeah.
And like soon after that, I caught wind of a potential fight. So I was training for a fight, which still like helps like cardio and losing weight and like getting in general shape. But I wasn't doing like endurance runs, you know, like the 2 longest runs I had were with you for the Bradshaw Run Club. Yeah. So like, yeah, there's definitely room for improvement. So that's where I kind of like the athlete in me like still has that little bit of an itch to do it. Am I sitting here like trying to book the next one and like, let's go pros? I want to do a solo. Like, no, hell no. I have no interest in going pro. I have no interest in going solo, but I could be talked into doing it.
Yeah, I mean the doubles man is so chill. Like
it's fun.
Like to go out there and like have a workout in between like all the travel. I think it was pretty great.
Yeah, it was nice, and I was pretty sore, not near as sore as I was after Houston. But like, you know, walking down the stairs in the subway, I'm like, oh, quads, Achilles, like calves. But like, other than that, like, yeah, it was nice to, like I said, have it in the middle of the trip. I'm glad that we planned more time before.
Yeah.
And then like after 3 days after.
Shot. We were like, we need a nap.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We're just like dragging through Florence the second time. Not really like.
Dude, I was slurring through Florence. That was a rough night for me. Yeah. I was calling dinosaurs.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. You saw that. Yeah. What a time. There's definitely some, anyway. So how are you, man? How's your book of business going? I know like you just recently launched some online stuff, yeah?
Yep. I launched some online programming. You know, you think, oh, when I drop this program online, so many people are going to buy it. But it's just like anything, like any type of content format. Like now I need to go like generate some leads. I need to go like DM some people. Hey, this is how much it is. This is what you're going to get out of it. And like fill that book of business for online. But after going to Rome and Italy, you know, you're kind of like, dang, I was just out for a week and I haven't made any income at all. Like, this is terrible. Versus if I had an online program rolling, I could have like continuously like made money while we were there. So that's the next goal, is to build that way I can continue to travel. You know, in person is taken off abruptly. Just yesterday, I think I had my first paid in full for a month and a half for like 4 days a week. And I was like,
oh, damn.
You're going to be a monster if we do this. Like, I've been training people 1 time a week and they're turning into monsters. Like 4 times a week is going to be insane. And so, you know, the client list is full. I think if someone walked up to you right now and said they wanted to train, I couldn't take them on because
unless they're willing to pay more.
So many people. Yeah. Unless I want to get like, if you want me to get off my couch during my 1 hour nap, like you better run me some money.
Yeah. Cause that's something like I've thought about that too, not to cut you off. But when it comes to that, like when you start like getting full, you're like, okay, I'll fit you into my busy schedule, but it's going to be 200 a session. Yeah. If I come to you, it's going to be 300 a session. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's what Juan does.
Yeah.
Juan's a busy ass dude, but hey, if you pay the right price, he'll be there.
Yeah. And I think it helped a lot with my confidence because right before we left, I started training for the Apex athlete. And as you know, like training athletes has been like my jam. Like I'm looking at like your angle, your shin angle, your dorsiflexion, like the way you mobilize through your body. And like we're talking about the way the core is engaging. And now like working with women for such a long time at such a high level, like fixing herniated discs to like, oh, you need to mobilize T-spine, you know, to Achilles, oh, your foot's coming out too distal from your core, to like all these little tiny baby things. So I started like training people for that. I did the correct speed challenge. And it feels so good because glutes is easy for me. Like, okay, this is where you stretch. It's just biomechanics.
It's your wheelhouse.
Like, yeah, that's like where you pin the donkey and like, okay, now stretch that muscle and then just repeat this multiple times through different movements. Like, and you can build anything that way.
Yeah.
Same thing with the chest, same thing with like the tricep. You just need to like pin it in the right angle and work it. And then it's just overload. So that's all easy for me. So I was getting fairly bored. But again, client book was full with women. And then I started training men, JT, and man, it's so much fun getting back into the sports stuff because this is like my jam. Like JT comes in with like a non full contact, or not like, he's not able to rebound off the ground quick enough and forcefully enough. So he's kind of like slowing himself down. And so being able to work with that, like torso rotations and like connecting everything I've learned from like the pelvic floor of women to the biomechanics to like also reintegrating everything that like I've worked for the last like 7 years of my life, prior to On It and Booty Gang and stuff. And so that's all like absolutely phenomenal. And I love getting back into it. And so when I'm training these people like Mike, Ashley, Miranda, you know,
like high level athletes.
Yeah, Gus. And I'm like, and I'm seeing things that they're not. Like my confidence just fucking shot through the roof. I was like, oh, like I thought like small town guy, you know, you think big fish, small pond. Let me go to the big pond. And that way people can like kind of teach me things.
Sure.
But then come to find out that like in this athletic standpoint of biomechanics and like movement, like I am at the top of the game. Like there's not anyone I've talked to so far that's like, oh yeah, I completely understand what you're talking about when you're talking like all these different mechanics of rebounding off the ground. Everyone's kind of like, whoa. And it goes to show like even on all my tests for the Apex athlete, like I chucked a med ball 75 feet.
Yeah.
You know, the next closest one to me was 60 feet. And I was like, oh, like I am doing things right. It comes from my strength. It comes from my everything. I'm like, oh, I remember what this feeling is. Like, cool. And so being like, okay, like this isn't just like, oh, anyone can train glutes. I need to feel intimidated by other people that are also training glutes. Now it's like, I'm the only person within like a 30-mile radius that knows what they're doing with this specific thing, which is sports training, sprinting, running, long distance, especially with HYROX in the picture now. Like taking Gus through his correct speed training and being like, Gus, you're not loading through your glutes properly on your sled push. You know, like you could be a lot more efficient, get a lot more time out of this and not fatigue your quads as you head into like your sled pull. And he's like, what? And we're fixing it and we're working it. Like even on his like box jumps, I'm like, Gus, your knee, you're quad dominant, which means that when you're doing your lunges, like you're not turning on your glutes at all, which means you're never like unloading from your quads, which over time could lead to meniscus issues.
Yeah, and also going to slow you down because you're going to fatigue quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then leading with like Ashley, and I'm like, oh, you're not like rebounding off the floor. Because when you're a great runner, like you watch people that are running like 4 or 5 minute miles, like you can see how much they rebound off the floor, how perfect their biomechanics are, how they're like keeping their body safe. And then you look at these like Ashley has like injuries, and then we're able to immediately connect those into like, oh, it's because of the way your foot's striking the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's just time again. Especially as we continue to train like for the Apex athlete, and I keep bringing groups in and like different athletes like Tara, Juan, Rocio, JT, KJ. And I'm able to like give them cues because it's just like I've seen the Olympic dude, Solomon Simmons plus Jordan Gray plus Lindsay Schwartz and all of them compete. I've watched like Leo, whatever his last name is from UT, he was a decathlete. I've watched these people compete. I've been at the Olympic trials. I watched all the races. I've trained an athlete to the Olympic trials, so I got to see how like she squatted, how she moved. And like 3 years ago, I remember saying, oh, if I can make this 115-pound woman that's 5'8", rehab her body, but also get stronger and jump higher, but keep the same body weight, then I will be able to like reap what I sowed for the next 10 years of my life. And so now that I'm back to this, which is like keep Ashley, Gus, and all these people light, but make them more powerful, more efficient. That way they can be better athletes in whatever avenue they choose to go into. Like, I'm like, oh, that's easy. Like if I got this girl to jump 6'5" and she was 5'8" and she had a broken foot and we rehabbed this all the way from the top to bottom, then like just teaching you biomechanics and teaching you proper like posterior chain engagement is going to blow your mind. And then you're going to go out there and PR and you're going to be a showcase for me. And you don't lose anything and I don't lose anything because now we're all beasting up and I'm the only person that knows it. Which I keep waiting and looking and asking around and sending DMs out to different coaches and trainers that know the stuff because I was never a book smart guy.
Same.
And so I kind of like learned this just like 1,000 reps, you know, going from 4 days a week, 5, 6, 7 p.m., 20 people in every single session, you know, coaching all of them for different sprint, soccer, you know, high jump, long jump, all the things, baseball players, and seeing them all like continuously like wave up. I just seen so many reps that if I see someone squat, it's not like, oh, I've never seen this before. It's like, oh, I have seen this before. It's just this is the fix.
Yeah.
Like, let's skip instead of chapter 1 to chapter 10. Let's go to chapter 15 where I found this out. And the same thing goes for like the way everyone moves nowadays. It's like, okay, like if I'm picking a Mike Gonzalez, then like, okay, then you already know the proper mechanics for most things. Now we just need to clean up like this, and this, and I can make these fine tune adjustments. And the world gets better. And I really enjoy On It because of that. Or correct, sorry, because thanks to that, I've worked with different people like herniated discs that are like reverse of mine. So it wasn't like the collapsing of the core, but the extension of the core that I had to fix. So I had to learn the other side of how to fix my own back. People that had pelvic floor issues that would not go away, like how do you go through that? People that have like a hip bone, hip spur, whatever it's called, and like learning how to move through that without causing them pain. Learning even better how the mechanics of like a body adapt to people that are actually lifting, training heavy at 30 to 40 years old. And then you get to see these things in flashes. So when I come back around and turn it on to like the 20-year-old, the 30-year-old, it's much easier for me to be like, well, this is what you're compensating through. This is where I've seen it take you. And we need to fix this now. So even with the booty girls, like I'm like, most of our training is injury rehab prevention. And because of that, their glutes are growing and they're stronger than ever. And any coach can pick them up and throw them into any workout and they'll kill it. Like Jen and Allie at HYROX, like first time doing HYROX for Jen, and she's what, 42, 43?
Yeah.
And she killed it. And she walked away probably healthier than all of us.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And she's been my client for probably the last year. And I'm like, yeah, it's injury prevention. Like there's nothing you need, nothing compensated, so nothing's hurt. And I just had her this morning and, she's totally fine.
Yeah.
And picking up clients that have like, been in the gym space for 10 years and now they're like, hey, I actually want to like learn from you, like Mitra, people like Megan, where it's like, okay, let's teach you the proper way to do things. And then their injuries just start knocking off the list. Like, oh, I actually went to Jen this week, which is our great physical
Phenomenal
therapist.
PT, yeah.
Correct.
I need to get her in, man.
Yeah, you need to get her in the podcast.
I know, and she's always like, I don't have anything to say. I'm like, Jen, you are brilliant.
Yeah,
you have
brilliant.
so much to say.
Yeah.
You never stop talking when I see you in a good way. Like I'm like, feed me more.
When she talks to me, I'm like I said, I have the pieces of experience. I'm like, oh, I feel like this, and this is wrong. And she's like backed by science. And it's
she's
like,
the book.
Pop.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so I was not right, but I also wasn't wrong. But it's like, this is the priority, And so in working with all these ladies and these men now, where I see them getting faster, getting more explosive. And it's amazing to see. And I think the other day, Carlisle told me something and I was like very proud of it. He was like, you have a lot of athletes in your 530 class. That's why you're able to have so many people in there, because that 530 class pops off like 20 people sometimes. And I looked at the class yesterday coming back from a vacation and I'm like, other coaches would view these people as athletes now, but like I still see them as where they started with me a year ago, where they were like, couldn't squat, couldn't lift, couldn't hinge. And I was like, whoa, we have some work to do.
Yeah.
But now it's like, you walk into this class and you're like, I don't think I can meet the anthem. Like, I don't think I can step up to the plate because everyone's deadlifting. They're back squatting, all the girls, 185, 225.
Yeah.
And it's like for speed. And they look perfect. Like the amount of cues I had to give were 0 to none. I talk about, the first 500 meter test you're going to hit. You're going to take the first minute as hard as you can, blow out your anaerobic system, and then we're just going to hold on for dear life and use the lactic acid to like read. And like they understand it.
Yeah.
So like all like year I've spent cueing them for different movements. Now I can be like, this is the priority. Lateral sled pull, you're working into that stability of the adductor oblique. So make sure like you're rotating the hips properly. Everyone goes, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're here. Cool.
Yeah, we got it, guys.
You understood what I said. This is great. And that's the only dream is like now people are like, yeah, you're a group of 530 athletes. And I'm like, yeah, because I've trained them really hard for the last year. And now they consider them athletes. You take any of these people a year ago and like Ava couldn't even like squat with a goblet. Now she's deadlifting 225.
Yeah.
Caitlin, was not squatting over 135. Now she's got 225 on her back.
Yeah.
So there's all these people that are like came out of the woodworks, and it just continues to like build off of like, I can take anyone and make you an athlete. You just got to continue to listen and be consistent, and we roll.
Yeah.
And these same people are just blowing the gym out of the water now.
Yeah. And that's like, it's so satisfying for me to watch because for years, and I've been training since 2016, but I've always been like on like the athletic development side of things. And so now to see, so that's always what I'm getting at. It's always been my kind of philosophy that everyone should train like an athlete. And now you're starting to see more and more data come out like, oh, the guy, there was something I recently watched where this doctor was talking about, she's like, yeah, at this track event, there was like a 20-year-old that ran a mile in 4:12 and then a 55-year-old that ran the mile in like 4:35. So you start to see as long as we like continue to train like athletes, you really don't fall off until like 70 plus. Yep. And you're starting to see all this data kind of back that up. And I've been saying it for years. I was like, people should train like athletes. Like if you want to move better longer, train like an athlete. Like stay explosive, stay mobile, stay dynamic. Especially as you get older, you know, like the amount of injuries or like even deaths that are caused by people that can't catch their balance because they stepped on a curb funny or they caught their foot on a carpet. Like stuff like that is like insane to me. So to see like this kind of, not even a new wave, but just like more so coming to the forefront of athletic development, it's how everyone should be training, in my opinion. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm like the expert in the field, but like I have always thought that people should train like athletes, like move better. And also when you train like an athlete, the aesthetics come with it. Yep. Like you're not going to stay a pudgy person but just be like super athletic unless you just have an absolute shit diet.
Yeah, unless you're eating Pete's Harry's every day.
Yeah, you're like, well, look at me. No, but you know what I'm saying though, because like they tend to go hand in hand. Now, are you going to look like a bodybuilder? Absolutely not. And even you have guys like, what's his name? Judd Leinart, who's a massive human being and can lift a house. But if you watch him online, he's very much training like an athlete. Yep. Like he's doing speed ladders, he's doing explosive work, like he's doing like track, like warm-ups. It's like insane and he's a huge human being. But even he's like, yeah, like everyone should be training athletically. So it's like I said, it's really like rewarding to me and kind of go back to what you're talking about. Like, I'm not a book smart person by any means. Like everything I know now, like I've been so fortunate to have great mentors. Because it kind of came same thing when I came to On It. I was, coming big fish in a small pond to small fish in a big pond. And it was what I was feeling. And then like once they started like having me lead coaches workouts, we had Nike come through and they had me like break down a bunch of the workouts for like the Nike crew. And I was like, it started to spew out almost. Have you ever seen Old School with Will Ferrell when they try to get a frat house, but they're like grown ass men?
Oh shit.
But so they have to do like an academic decathlon essentially. And there's a part where Will Ferrell's debating some like political guy and he like blacks out, but just like rattles off this like perfect answer. And then he comes to, he's like, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. And it's like that, like all this like information started spewing out when I'm like coaching these groups or like coaching like the Nike people. And I'm like, oh shit, I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like it was a huge confidence boost for me too. I'm like, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I just didn't believe it. And it's one of those things. It's like it's not necessarily self-taught. Since leaving Albuquerque, it's been pretty self-taught. Like I've had good mentors here, like John Wolf, Juan's been great. Shane Hines has been fantastic. But like I told you yesterday, it was my fucking birthday. I went and had lunch and read the UFC book by myself. Like I just sat there like reading the UFC performance book, like volume 2. But it's like, that's what it takes. Like if you want to stay on the forefront, like it's self-guidance. Like you can have great mentors, but like I would consider myself a decent mentor to a lot of younger coaches. But if those coaches aren't willing to hear you, or if they're just kind of giving you lip service, like, oh yeah, okay, cool. But they're not like putting it into play, like you still have to be present. Like you can't have a great mentor and then, oh, I got it figured out one day. Like you still have to like guide yourself down that journey. And it's tough, but man, it's fun. It's fun. It feels good.
Yeah. And it was great, right? Because being around like the correct coaches and learning from everybody, like being that servant of like, I'm just going to listen and like, yes, sir. And like head down. And because I don't have confidence yet to do anything besides glutes. And like, that's taken off because I have a good relationship with women and I can communicate and like empower and like, let's go. But learning from everybody helped me tremendously because like Leo starts talking about like your 360 maze swing. You shouldn't be moving your hips that much. Okay. So then it's like more of a psoas core stability. It's more of a lat stretch. It's more of a shoulder. I'm like, okay, cool. Connect. And then Michael starts talking about the way like gravity pulls downwards on the body. And you start talking to Tim about the way like he's moving through like the front rib is always compensating on everybody and like the way that has to be regulated. And then I'm like, okay, let's add med balls back into programming. And then you start moving through like these very simple movements where it's literally like a seated hip to shoulder, but like I feel my entire obliques and lats like cooking. And so with everybody's like input, it just got like my USB chip was fucking like supercharged. And so now I'm ready to be like, okay, like, yeah, I can coach even like kettlebell. I came in like being like, oh yeah, I don't know kettlebells, but I'll learn them. And now like I forget all the time that I am in fact the correct kettlebell coach. You know, like that we don't have any other kettlebell classes anymore. Like I'm the one being the correct kettlebell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I am the kettlebell coach. Like I forgot about that. Whereas, like I can coach master any and all movements. Mind you, there's a lot of like fun, sporty, different styles. But for the most part, you want to learn a kettlebell, I can teach you. Like most of us can. But I say, okay, that's where I am. And then, you know, like just that confidence, like you said, of okay, no one's coming to save me. You know, like when Juan went out of town, I was like, okay, like who can teach me? What do I do? And it took me time to be like, no one's coming to save you. Like you want to make money, you better go out there and like prove yourself, and you got to prove that you're valuable, and you got to prove that like you're here to stay. And you're not riding anybody's coattails. Like you are Anthony. Like you think about Shane, and you think about
you're
John
wearing
Wolf,
the coat,
and you think about like Juan. And I used to be like, oh, I want to be like them. Now, like in my head, I wake up every day and I'm like, I am them, and I got to fucking act like it. You know, like people are going to talk about me for years to come. Like, oh man, when Anthony was here, he had the best cues. He had the best like he built culture. He did this, he did that. And that's what I want. I want people to be like, damn, like Anthony was the new Shane Hines or the new John Wolf. And like, yeah, he's off doing who knows what now.
Yeah. And we're at that point in Correct too, where like it's ground zero of Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're day one Correct guys. And we were on it before that, obviously. And a lot of that like DNA still carries over. But as far as like what's the next wave, like it's us. Yep. Like we're there now. And we're leading the charge. Yeah, man. It's such a cool experience to be there and like see the direction that everyone's going and like where everyone's going with it. Yeah, man, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, I've never like, even with the semi-private of Correct Speed, the new Correct Speed class, like all the athletes ask me questions, all the people that I talk to, like how easy it is for me to be like, Pop, I'm going to give you like 50 things that I've heard over my life because you're injured. And then like, it works. I'm like, I know my shit.
Yeah.
Like I am at a caliber of coach that is unheard of.
Yeah.
And, you know, and now the next step is literally just like getting my name further out there. Like the versus it's not just like within the community walls, but like Austin, and then from Austin to Colorado, and then Colorado, European. And I want to walk into European, you know, gym and then be like, oh shit, like, can you lead one of our classes?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll lead your coaches through a class. I'd love to.
Yeah, it's like that Juan clout.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm chasing down is now it's like, it's time, like it's no longer hiding behind the brand, but it's like, I am the brand. I'm trying my best to live up to the expectations of like the forefathers that like set the tone for me. And like, okay, now I know how you all did. Now like allow me to take my turn and like move into this space and like completely absorb it and like explain and show and like lead by example. And like, I'm not going to work half-heartedly. Like when I work out, I'm giving it everything. You know, like I'm going to die under that barbell or I'm going to hit it. And if my body breaks down, it's just another thing for me to like fix and like reevaluate and
learn.
Correct and learn. And that way, like when I take my athletes through workouts, now they're able to be a lot more confident because I've already done that. You know, like you are chasing me down and I'm going to coach you to be better than me. And every time I work with JT, I tell him that. I'm like, I'm not. He's like, oh, I'm beating you on this. I'm like, I never trained you to not beat me. Like I need you to beat me.
Yeah.
Because I don't have me to coach. Like I don't have an Anthony in the mirror being like, hey, like your biomechanics are wrong. Like, I'm just feeling.
Yeah.
And that's why my next step also is to teach everybody as much as I can. That way when I take a class, people will be like, oh, it's like you're not doing what you said we should do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you. Because I can't see myself. Right. Like I have no way of knowing what I'm doing wrong. Like my 75-foot ball throw. I don't want that to be like, oh, you're the best. I want 85. I want to throw it from the yard. I want someone to
tell me what I can do better.
Can. Yeah, like what am I doing wrong? Where did I go wrong?
Yeah. What could make this further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
405 back squat for 5 reps yesterday. I was like, I want the 495 and then I want the 565. Like I'm not here to play sticks. I want to move my body properly.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, dude. I had a really cool experience with Michael Friday. And we were working with a group of chiropractors. There were 45 of them. Mm-hmm. And I kind of got, not thrown into it. I got asked to do it like a day or two before. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And Michael like sent me kind of like a skeleton outline of like what he's going to be doing. And I kind of thought he just had everything planned out and I was just going to help facilitate. And we get in there and we didn't discuss any of that beforehand. He just sent me the work, the outline. And we get going and it became this like from the jump, because Michael's such a professional. And what's interesting is long story long, we were talking about all the coaches at On It. Or I'm sorry, at Correct. Fuck, dude, I need to quit doing that. At Correct. And Michael's giving like his spiel on it, and he's like, "Man, all the coaches here are elite. We're all elite at different things. We all move different. We all teach different, but it's all elite." And then he's like, "All right." When he's like, "I'm gonna hand it over to Nick," and we didn't previously discuss anything, but me being I don't know, the showman that I am, I step up there and I'm like, "Yeah, my name's Nick. I do this. I've worked with these guys. I specialize in this. Blah 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 blah." And there's no pause in action. Everything looks like it was scripted, like to be that way, because again, he's a professional. I'm a professional. We're both like older guys in the gym, and then it became this thing of like showing off, but not in a way to where like the group couldn't do what we were doing, but it was like, here's our brains. Like he was like, all right, I'm going to lead through this. Nick's going to give you 2 more. And then Nick's going to lead through this. I'm going to give you 2 more, like different movements. And then once we're done with the warm up, like we're going to set up stations. And again, none of it was like pre-planned, but man, we just flowed like so well off of each other. And it turned into this like fantastic thing. And both him and I were like, you're a fucking professional. Like that was good. Like it was like impressive to watch. Be like, all right, dude, like good on you, man. Like we really killed that with no planning ahead of time. So it's one of those things where it's like, man, even the younger coaches there that are, I mean, Brooklyn's been there for just almost as long as I have now, but she's still like, what, 24, 25. John is still, unfortunately, ruptured his Achilles, but John's really like making his own path with his like holistic approach and like kind of creating his own little community. Like we all have like a lot going on there, and man, it's just such a dynamic place to be. It's so fun. And a lot of, like you said, a lot of like bouncing ideas off each other, and like we're fortunate to be where we are, but like it also does present the opportunity to be like, we can be more.
Yep. And that's what I love. And even after John got hurt, I was talking to a lot of the members about it. And they were like, "Oh man, but we love John because," and I didn't know this beforehand, but they were like, "You and him, like the way you both coach, it's seamless." He's like, when I take his class, when I take your class, like you guys are saying the same thing differently. And I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah."
That's how it should be.
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, to that point, like I almost feel like I watch a lot of animes and stuff, right? And so like you would look at, yeah, I'm a nerd. It's what it is. Play D&D too. It's great. Okay. But like it's like this rival, like in like My Hero Academia, there's like, Midoriya, and then there's Bakugo. And like Midoriya is always trying to be friends with Bakugo, but Bakugo's like, I don't care. Like, yeah, we're brothers. Like when the shit hits the fan, they're brothers. But like, I'm going to kick your ass. Like I'm going to be better than you. And that's how I feel. Like everyone at the gym is at such a caliber that like I wouldn't want to be anywhere else because I am always trying to kick everyone's ass. Like I'm going to beat you. Yeah. I love you. You're my family. But like I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you too. I'm going to beat you too. And, and if we're not doing that, we're just going to get comfortable and bored. And like everyone in there is a genius.
Yeah.
And it's just so amazing to be able to be like, well, I'm going to kick your ass. Like I'm going to be a better coach than you. And, even you all with your age, like you are not stopping.
No.
Like you're constantly like educating yourselves, you, Michael, Tim. And, it's so sick because I get to walk around the gym and just like, oh, I'm still going to beat you. Oh shit, Nick's reading a book. Maybe I should go read it and then I read a book again. Like, oh, Posner just took a bunch of like certifications, but I can't because my schedule is too full. So like, what's the next best thing? Like, okay, I'm gonna start like building up a new wheel for this athletic program, this like face. And like, I'm going to learn by cueing versus doing. And like, I'm going to see what breaks and what doesn't and nah. And yeah, it's so much fun to be like, yeah, if shit hits the fan and we have to compete amongst each other, or like if we have to fight another gym, we have to go to war with it.
Oh, dude.
We're presenting a front.
Yeah, we're hammering.
Like while we're in there, like we're always like, what's he doing? Oh, fuck, his class is more full than mine. Like, I'm not going to let that stand. I want my class to be more full too.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, like, what's going on? Like, oh, his class, like everyone loves it. Like, I want to be loved. Like,
I want to be loved.
Like it's always a nonstop like rolling ball where it's like we're all just chasing each other down. Yeah. And I hope everyone else feels this way too.
Oh, for sure, dude.
I want to be chased down. I hope someone's like, I'm gonna kick his ass. Like
Well,
I hope
competition
so.
breeds success, man.
Yeah.
Like if you're not trying to beat the guy next to you in the most respectful way,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to put down another coach to make myself sound
never.
better, but like my proof will be in the pudding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I always used to joke around like, cause I love Gino. Gino's like, you know, how long he's been there 3 or 4 years. And so like early on, like I kind of took him under my wing, but like every time I'd have someone from Gino's class take my class, I'd be like, oh, you decided to play varsity instead of JV today. Like, you know, or like there was one time I walked in to get some bands out of Sweat City and this was John's early years. And I saw someone from like my class and John's class. And I made kind of the same joke. I was like, oh, you're playing JV today. All right, take it easy, man. But again, I mean, and they all know, like, because I'll be the first person to be an open door. Like if you have questions, you need help, like, and then we kind of had that off camera talk before that. Like I'm grateful that people do feel they can approach. It's not always easy to like be so present for other people, but I am grateful that I am approachable to other people. Because it for me, like at the end of the day, like if I can help guide in anything, whether it's in the gym or outside the gym, if I can present any sort of guidance, like I'm there. Like I will do what I can to help who I can. And I mean that like sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And I think most of the coaches there know that. But also at the same time, I'm gonna try to kick your ass. Whether depending, especially if it's something that like is like my sweet spot. Like if we're doing like deadlifts or something or like ball throws, I'm like, okay, like I'm in. Like when we went and did that sprint workout, the one that KJ showed up an hour late to, and Rocio. God, I hope he watches.
So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm still so sorry.
But like, I think there were times where like I kind of caught you off guard. You're like, oh, like you're still fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like I'm still gonna try, because I still play baseball. Like I still sprint regularly. Now, do I do sprint workouts? No, and I need to do more of them because it felt good. And towards the end, it didn't because I was like, oh, my hip flexors kind of or like my
Achilles. My Achilles went out on my psoas and everything, but
I need to do more of that though, man. Because like I said, you know, like we just said, train like an athlete for as long as you can, and it'll pay dividends.
Yeah, I mean, even today, like we literally went through a workout, me, KJ, and JT, where it was literally just like body weight stuff. You know, like sprinter dynamic warm up, go through all the run drills, and then we went ahead and went through that med ball throw series, like hip to shoulder, seated, overhead. You know, hiking between the legs, like teaching the psoas in the body. That's where we're able to move.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through like something called a river circuit, which is like 15 exercises within a time limit, which is like 100 meters of straight leg bounding, 20 air squats, 100 meters of karaoke. You know, 20 push-ups, and you just rip through it nonstop. You know, 20 seconds of like a high knee to like a wall drill, you know, stuff that like, even I'm like, as an experienced sprint coach, like, oh, this is going to benefit us. But like, it's volume, like where you're able to put pressure into the floor and these your hip flexors and teach your body that like, this is where we're moving now. And like you catch up and you adapt or you don't. And, you know, like I said, after that sprint workout with you all, my Achilles, my hip flexor, my back, my lat, everything started breaking. And I was like, fuck, like, what do I do? I can't do this anymore. But I was like, no, that's the wrong way to think. Like, I just need to train appropriately for this. And then amongst seeing like Mish, which when you're training that hard, you better have a physical therapist or a body worker assisting you out. Shout out to Mish and Serena.
Yeah.
They both helped me immensely.
By Mish, we mean Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
We all call her Mish.
Yeah, Michelle Materna over at Correct, our second physical therapist. Also 10 out of 10.
Yeah, phenomenal.
And
Serena, great massage therapist.
Yep,
and coach. She's a good coach, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And, you know, getting that under wraps, I was able to run HYROX Rome and then go through like the throws with Juan on day one, the 27 deadlifts at 365, and I didn't break down. And I was like, cool, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with you. Like I was training Juan to like do the box jumps. And I was like, oh, or I was telling Tara and Rocio and Alex, I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's not jump off the ball of your foot. Like you always want to be on your heels because like you don't want to do this plyo series off the ball of your foot and then go like run. That's going to blow your Achilles. Versus if you're on your heel the whole time, it almost like allows the soleus to turn on at like 50% of the weight threshold because your bone structure is taking most of it. And then you kind of get like this posterior chain engagement through bounce. And I was like, whoops.
But
it's back now. Like I just started like, oh, I've been coaching this wrong. Like, and you know, those things are like starting to come up again. And so I started doing that. Achilles is great. I did like 20 tuck jumps today. And I was like, I'm in this. My Achilles didn't pop. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of all that coming into the picture is amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing just to see my body like adapt, change, fix itself. And then
And being able to
405.
translate that to your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And that's why for a long time, like the coaches workouts, like I would not necessarily skip out on, but I'd go do the workouts that I was writing for the MMA team. Because I was like, I got to know how this feels. I got to know how my body's going to get through this. Like, I want to know how I'm programming for the MMA team.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you said, like you got to put your body through it because that's just going to make you such a better coach. And not to knock like bigger coaches, like heavy set coaches, because I've known some really good heavy set coaches. But like at the same time, if you're not putting your body through it, like how are you really going to be able to translate that to your athlete?
Yeah.
And like I said, especially when it comes to like the collegiate scene, like I've known some very good. And they're strong as shit, but they're like strong. They're great in bench, deadlift, and squat. But it's like, what's your 60? And now I forgot if you met my buddy Esteban that came through the gym. I know I was talking to you about it. Oh, I showed you his Instagram because he didn't get in on the Apex athlete, but he's like starting to do that training because I think he's on like a wait list to get into it. Dude, he was flirting with 300 pounds. And now he's over, I don't know, probably the last 8 to 12 months, he's gotten down to like 240. But like, he set all the strongman competition records for New Mexico, but now he's starting to move like an athlete. And you see him like starting to translate like what he's doing with his athletes. He's a great coach. I very much consider him a mentor, which is funny because he's a little bit younger than I am. But I still consider him a mentor because I met him when I started getting into the S&C side of things because he had been doing it for a little while. And he's like pretty established like in NSCA. So now seeing him move as an athlete, I'm like, man, that's a dangerous human. Like he's just a big boy that can move. And I don't see too many other like big strength coaches like that going through like really athletic style movements. And he's getting it. And so it's like, it's good to see it kind of coming back around to like athletic development.
Yeah. Yeah. And even today, like throughout the program where after squatting yesterday, I was like, oh, well, if I jump in with the guys, I don't really want to do anything like insane. Knowing that they did the small group yesterday too. I was like, I don't want to break my body. Let's go through this volume. Come to find out, my body feels great. And even KJ was like, I love when you work out with us because you move like a elite athlete. It's like watching you move. He's like, you don't notice it, but like you look like a scary motherfucker. I'm like, oh, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't feel like it, but
yeah, I'm gonna go play D&D now.
Yeah. See you later. Time to go watch anime for 4 hours.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's just so much fun getting back into the ring of this world because there's so many questions, so many things that can come about it. Like if Michael was to try and make an athletic program for like this Apex athlete thing, like I would be so excited to see what he creates and like how it implements into everything else. Like if you were to write a program for like strictly for this event, Juan writing his programming.
It'd be very interesting to see like the crossover and who would add in like their own little flavor. Because there's probably going to be a very similar base to movements we'd all do, but like everyone would add their flavor to it. That's kind of the beauty of Correct. Yeah. Like we all speak the same language, but in a different dialect. Yeah.
Like Damien and I speak the same language, but totally different.
Damien's a stud.
And so that guy's a monster. And he's gotten there a different way than I have. So it's okay, cool. Like, let's find out where that lies in the middle. Even with Tara being an XD1 athlete, all these people that I'm just so excited to like work alongside and like just up the anthem because, and then even like myself, like getting back into doing what my athletes are doing. Like now I remember like what the movements feel like, like for a long time, I forgot what Bulgarians and step-ups felt like. And so when I started doing them
I'll tell you that much, not good.
Damn, I've been writing some programs.
Yeah, dude, I know. I do that stuff. I'm like, damn, I did this to people.
I'm sorry for that 20-second hold I gave you. And so, yeah, it's like, it's just such a great place to be a part of and like continue to go. And the community is on track and people are just aching to learn it. And because of that, like the benefits of it are endless.
Yeah.
So now it's just trying to take over like the social media scene,
Yeah. Is that what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to like,
you got Apex and social media.
Yeah. Apex.
Break. What is it? What are the events for Apex real quick?
The events for Apex are I'm going to pull it up because I don't want to mess it up.
It's very, very combine like an NFL combine. A lot of similar movements or I guess exercises you could say is in a NFL combine, but also very different. It's a little more well-rounded because you're not going to see an offensive lineman like really caring about like his vertical jump in an NFL combine. And on the other end of that, I don't even think they have quarterbacks do the 225 bench anymore. Like,
exactly.
So this is incorporating or encompassing all of those events and then adding a little bit more.
Well, that's taking forever to load. But so So it is going to be like your 40-yard dash with a 1 yard lead in, which is great because that's going to drop my
Oh, there's a
time
1
like
yard lead into the
22
40?
seconds, yeah.
Wow.
The overhead med ball throw with an 8-pound ball for men and then 6-pound ball for ladies, which that's right through 75. And then it's going to be your how many times can you hit 365
On a deadlift?
In 1 minute. Yep, got 27 there. An approach
In a minute, damn.
In a minute, yeah. Juan got like 33, bro. He's monster.
Nasty,
He's
yeah.
his volume's so much better than mine is.
He's also got a totally different body.
Yeah.
Not to, I mean, he is a monster for sure. But
he just does like at the end of workouts, he'll hit like the 225 for 20 reps. And like, I've never done that. So I'm like, no, I don't need to be there.
yeah.
But now I need to be there. So it's a problem. The 225 bench, how many times you can get it in a row. So I'm only at 11. Damien and Juan are probably like wrecking around at 19. Yeah, I know. So I'm working on that with Jake and the guys, and like they're giving me all the chest and bodybuilder stuff and like opening myself up to just
nice.
being taught.
Shout out Jake Lane.
Yeah, fucking stud.
Yeah.
Stud of a man. Stud
And
of a
like
man.
one of the nicest humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it is the approach vertical jump. So it's a full approach. You don't just have the vertical. You can like step into
Yeah,
it. Which
step
is gonna
in.
be great because when I was in college, which again, this is 24-year-old Anthony versus 28. But when I was in college, I would like 2 feet jump over 6'5". So I'm pretty sure I can approach jump pretty nicely.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be the bench, the med ball, the 40, the
Mile.
broad jump,
Broad jump.
just standing broad jump, how far you can get, and then the mile at the end of it, just to toast us. I'm not looking forward to that.
And so you have to complete all of those in one day?
In one day, back to back to back to back to back to back.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. And you finish with the mile run?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna be in a certain amount of pain.
Oh, yeah.
Like in college, I ran that 442, 1500, which would equate to probably like a 505 mile. But that was when I was running like thousands 3 days a week, and then 400 workouts the other times, and then 200 workouts on another day, and then your hurdle training, and then you're training 5 hours a day. So your conditioning's like up the chain. I think when we tested it on the treadmills at HYROX for one of the coaches' workouts, I think I dropped like a 555. But I don't know if I want to go there, man.
Yeah.
Especially
it's
not
a
after
dark place.
30 reps of deadlifting, broad jumping, vertical, like
40-yard dash
bro.
already.
Yeah, like my leg's gonna be cooked.
Yeah. What do you think I get on the 40?
I don't know. I was asking ChatGPT the other day because I ran a 10.8 in college, and I was like, I've never done the 40 before in my life. And so it brought me out at 4.6 with a 1 yard lead in. Who knows? Also, can I hit a 10.8 anymore?
Yeah. Right.
So I have no idea what I'm gonna hit there. But
In baseball, we ran 60s.
Mm.
And I think the best 60 I ran was like 6'8", 6'9", which is pretty, especially for a catcher, is pretty good.
Yards or meters?
Yards.
Nice.
Yeah. So 60 yards would be like, even though the 6-yard dash is in a straight line, it's essentially home to second.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went 60 meters in indoor. I think I ran like a 6.76. That was my fastest.
Yeah.
Which was again pain in the butt. It's just speed you don't know you have.
Yeah.
You know? So who knows what this 40 is gonna look like? But I'm just excited to compete. You know, like a part of me is like, oh, you kind of got to show out because you're a Division I decathlete. You know.
Yeah.
But then a part of me is like, you used to be a decathlete. Like you're just an adult right now. Like jumping into an event for the first time. Like
Yeah, but
our
you're
first
stronger.
HYROX wasn't 10 out of 10.
Nah.
And so this Apex athlete, I kind of need to like take it down a notch on the stress level and like just go out there and have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think being the athlete that you are, and also you're an adult, but you're not 50.
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
chill. I think you're still going to crush. You're still a young man, Anthony.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I want to put pressure on it, but then I don't. You know, and more than anything, I'm looking to get out there and like, if I can get Dame and Juan and Miranda and Rocio all fixing them during our workouts, Tara, like helping them in some way to where they all show out, I think I would be much happier with that. And like myself just being like, yeah, I haven't really been training for a year and I'm training really hard now. So
I'll have to jump in on some of those workouts.
dude, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
It's fun just to get explosive, get creative, bring out the old binder from my coach and like just pin, like wrap around things. So I'm just taking from like a whole page of like 7 circuits. And I'm like, well, all this would be the most beneficial this way. And then we take that and this morning was perfect shakeout. And I'm still gonna go back because I still need to hit back. So we're training damn hard right now.
We in this bitch.
Yeah, we're in the damn pain cave. But again, I was 17% body fat before we left to Rome, and that upset me because I've never been that high in my life.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, damn.
I wouldn't have guessed you were that high.
Dude, yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't.
Well, being tall, man, I feel like tall helps you wear that well.
Yeah.
Not that, like, I always hate that compliment. Oh, you wear it well. I'm like, no, I'm still fucking fat.
Yeah, I'm still fat.
Yeah, because I was always told that too. I'm like, oh, you wear it well. I'm like, I wear fat well? Like, shut up.
Yeah, what if I drop down to like 9%?
Yeah.
And like all my lifts are that much more impressive because I'm back at like 225, or it allows me to put like my muscle back at like, right now I think it's like 116. I can get that to like 120, but be lighter.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
So it's very fun, very exciting to get all that moving and just like prove to my clients that we're kicking ass. And also like getting men that are like, I want to bodybuild now.
Yeah.
I think I took one of my last clients. He just, after Rome, he was like, yeah, I'm gone for 3 weeks. I'm touring the world. I'm like, bro, because I took him from like 174 to I think like 194 in the course of 4 months.
Nice.
Dude, so he's like bulked.
Yeah.
He's a stud right now. And then he just leaves me.
And then just leaves me.
If you're watching this and know that I'm mad at you. But yeah, getting those bodybuilding clients being like, oh, it's just glutes by ant, the same overload. But like now that I know all this chest, back, shoulder, scap, bicep stuff, because thanks to these other legendary trainers that have taught me along the way, like, yes, it's just burnouts and fatigue and reps in reserve, and we get to pump.
Yeah.
And it still works.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes. Like he texted me, he's like, I'm at 194. I was like, what the hell?
Let's go, yeah.
Caitlin, same thing. When I had her for the 3 months that I did, she dropped down 6%. But she like, I only dropped 6. I was like, 6 pounds? Like we're on pace for like two pounds a month. That's great.
Yeah, that's sustainable.
Meanwhile, I was like, you look way different. I just know it was 6 pounds. And she's like, no, 6% body fat.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like from whatever she was at, now 6%. I was like, damn. She's like, yeah, I actually lost like 10 pounds of fat and like put on 4 pounds of muscle. I was like, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even train weight loss. And here we are. Great
it's kind of like
job.
Like we were saying, like the aesthetics like come with it.
Yeah.
When you're training properly. Like even if you're not training for an aesthetic goal, you're adding muscle, you're adding lean muscle, losing body fat. Like it is what it is. That's just what it's going to be.
Yeah, dude, it's been so fun. I think just talking to people and then being like, oh, like I've actually wanted to like lose weight, and I'm like able to give them a million answers. Oh, my knee. Like I have these adult clients like, oh, I play soccer, my hamstring's messing up. I'm like, well, you had plantar fascia issues. Like because of that, it's always going to go upwards. So this is just like a part of the trend. Don't worry about it. Like we'll rehab it, stretch it, move it, strengthen it, and then go from there. And then we'll just protect your lower back, because knowing what I know now, hamstring goes lower back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so we just need to protect your back, make sure we're not like blowing you apart. And he was like, wow, like what? I'm like, oh yeah, like sorry, let me break that down.
Yeah.
It's cool just to like go to regular people and like blow them up with brain juice, and not always trying to blow them up, like accidentally blowing them up and being like, oh, I do know my stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you come to that point because you're 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28.
So,
yeah, I'd probably say I was like 33 when I hit that point where I was like, oh, I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
People should pay me
like
money for
some
this.
shit did stick.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Oh, this is stuff that people don't know that have been in
the
HYROX World Championships. Like
no
they're
shit.
just kind of swinging it. I'm like, these guys are elite athletes and they don't know this stuff. Like when we teach you, you're going to be able to do so much more with so much less.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be so much fun. Even like taking Juan through the workout the other day, he was like, that was a great workout. And it was just a lot of French contrast, like repetitive movement.
Yeah.
Like because we're going to jump, we're going to step up, because we're deadlifting, we're going to keep like the range low at like, you know, work same muscle groups. Cause I do a lot of like, even if you are an absolute dunce, like you're going to work the same muscle 4 different times. So by the time we get to like the movement where we're cleaning up biomechanics, it's going to fall through naturally. That's how I do all my programs. Cause I don't want you to think, I just want you to do. Then when you're there, you will figure it out. And so I did the same thing, taking the guys through a workout accidentally. Didn't mean to. I just kept like, oh, well, we should do this next. And like, yeah, we should do this next. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. And they're like, that was great.
Oh, I led the workout.
Yeah. Like, whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
I got like 40 years of combined education that I just led.
Yeah. And a year and a half ago, I would have been like wetting my pants to train with Juan and Eric. Now it's like I'm leading them through a workout, and like that's a big like, and they were like, you taught us stuff today.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, like, fuck yeah. Maybe I should like
lean into that.
with this.
Yeah, I should lean into this and like embrace it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It's awesome. It's been awesome to see your growth, not only like coaching style-wise, but like the community that you build. And we talked about that last time you were here because you do a good job of that. But man, it is just like flourish. It's like wildfire.
Dude, insane.
Yeah, it is insane. It's really cool. And it's cool for me because you plan the events and I just get to tag along. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm there. Fredericksburg, I'm in. Yeah. So like that kind of shit, I'm like, perfect. I can just be there. But when it comes to coaching, obviously, like you said, it's constant evolution, but like making sure you're absorbing, it comes down to the nutrition you're giving yourself, and when it comes to education as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't just be absorbing all the dumb shit that's online. Like, find the shit that's working, see why it's working, and then implement it with your people and evolve on that and put your own spin on it. Like I said, that's not that I will never claim to be at the forefront of anything, but like that's what I've done with like the coaches that I've worked with. I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing and why you're doing it, and now I want to do it my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you have the experience of what you've worked with and what you've seen in the athletic injuries that like you've overcame, and like with your clients. And like it's a whole thing where like every little piece of the puzzle just keeps like stacking until you have this tower of like, oh, this is my niche. It's not even a niche at this point. It's like I can train anything.
It's expertise.
Yeah, it's just expertise. Like I could sit down and like you leading that chiropractor, like a room full of like 40 chiropractors, all in the ages of like 30 to 50.
And they all know their fucking anatomy.
Yeah, and you blew their mind, right?
They loved it, man.
Like, these are doctors and we're just like out here being trainers.
Yeah.
And, and you hear these things like, oh, I went to go see a chiropractor and like they said this. And I'm like, no, like, hold on here. You don't need to never squat for the rest of your life. Like, it's just probably your adductor, and sure as shit, touch that adductor and it's like a freaking tripwire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a guitar chord.
Like, lengthen that, strengthen that. Like, you could. And then again, I love Mish and Michelle and Jen, because then I come to them and I'm like, what do you think? And they're like, oh, well, it's yes, but it's actually because your pelvic tilt is happening here because of the way your foot's meeting the floor and the calcaneus is in. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I found like the source, but I found the problem, you found the source. I was working the problem.
Yeah, because like we see it like firsthand, like, oh, your body's moving like this, probably because of this. And then you go talk to Jen and Michelle and they give you the science behind it.
Yeah.
Like they give you all the, the fact checked documents. Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. It starts down at your big toe. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what I saw. So yeah, I'm glad that you like are backing that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just word it smarter than I am. You're a lot smarter than I am. But that's the whole thing. Like, I mean, it's like cliche, but not even cliche. It's fact. But if you find you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
Like, you got to continuously find like the people that are doing what you want to do or are saying what you want to say and learn from them. Mm-hmm. And just like finances, just like education, like it's not sexy. It takes consistency. It takes sacrifice. And if you want to grow in any of those fields, like that is it. Like,
it's just repeated reps, repeatedly building a brand, like picking up 3 more clients this week. Now my calendar is cracked and I'm like, well, this next month is going to be really hard, but like I need to treat it as like I am learning while I'm training them. So like all these different things I'm putting people through, or like even just building like my referral list. Like, oh, let me know if you have any people that want to train me. We can like group you guys up, or like, hey, like whenever you're done with your program in 2 months, like bring me somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it's a nonstop funnel for all those trainers that are like stuck looking for clients. Like my classes are a nonstop funnel for me. Like whenever I'm like down bad, I'm like, hey, it's time. And they're like, okay, I'll sign up tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, time.
Okay. Well, I should have probably called on you a long time ago.
Yeah, right. Wow. Like, it's like a prom. They're like waiting for you to ask them to dance.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I'm waiting.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
I'll
like,
dance.
Hey. Yeah, it's like, hey, we can fix that. Okay, let's do it tomorrow. I'm good at 3. Okay. That's my anime time. But
that's my anime time. But fuck, I need to make some money.
Yeah.
I'm going to Costa Rica next month, so I need to make that happen.
Stack that bread up again. But it's fun because otherwise you're just getting burnt out and tired, and like there's no purpose. And so like the community stuff, like I love it because it's literally just like taking the time to invest into other people, like giving a shit. Like we've talked about that before. Like you give a shit about them, and at this point, like the fitness is gonna happen. Like even like with JT, like, and he's a little competitive at Padel.
A little bit.
Love him for it.
Yeah.
But like even working with him, like the strength stuff is gonna happen. Like period. Working with all the ladies, I'm like the strength. You're gonna build your butt. Like the guys, you want you're going to build the muscle. Let's talk about your life. Like what's going wrong, what's going right, how can I help? Like just use me as a mirror. What are you mad about today? And like seeing them like grow and like change their mindset and change the way they evolve, and then taking that to a class setting and checking in and like, hey, I saw you like did a modeling shoot yesterday. How was that? Are you getting into that space? I hated it, or I loved it. Yes, I am. Or like, cool, I can connect you with somebody later.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I love. It's like sometimes it's overwhelming. Like we were talking about off mic earlier. Like sometimes it's overwhelming. It's like, oh, I just want to put my headphones on and like leave me alone.
Right.
But a lot of the time I am in love with like just connecting with people.
Yeah.
You know, like I go home and I get to decompress, and then Olivia gets to clown off on me and do her thing. But you know, it's great because it's just the community aspect of like the fulfillness. Like literally on the plane, I was like, we could like crash this plane and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like I saw the world, kinda. And like
I've seen parts.
I've taught people and I've lifted people up, and like my dogs. But like, someone will figure that out.
Yeah, they're sweet. Someone take them out.
Someone will take them. And so it's my favorite part. You know, at this point, the athletic development stuff is going to happen. The money's going to roll. And now I just want to find a way to like make money off in person, make it pretty regenerable.
Yeah.
And then just keep changing lives, keep inspiring, keep teaching, and then keep leading from the front as far as like, I'm going to train this hard and I'm going to lead this hard. So I need you to come with me.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, like, I don't really have, like I have an hour to work out. I don't have time to like coddle you.
Yeah.
I have time to train really hard and get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I think that's a good note to end it on. But yeah, I 100% agree. And you know, like you said, the fulfillment of it is really like what makes it all worth it. Like it's awesome to see people changing their lives, especially because now, again, kind of getting back into the athletic side of it, like what I've said for a long time is like live life beyond gym walls. It's great to like be in the gym and getting it. But what are we doing in the gym that's benefiting you outside the gym? Mm-hmm. Are we making you a better padel player, JT? Maybe not. Maybe you're getting worse. Maybe we're catching up to you. Maybe you're going to get cooked Sunday. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You know? I hope he watches. But yeah, man, it's been so rewarding. And again, we're at the forefront of like, we see so many people in one day. Like we see probably more people in one day than the average doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're making that difference up front. So again, it's rewarding. It's awesome to see you doing your thing, and you're impacting so many lives, helping so many people, myself included. And
it's awesome to see you do your thing. You inspired all this, like leading me from the front as a mentor. Like we have came so far.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And that's kind of what I told you yesterday. Like you've, in the best kind of way, of pushed me outside of my comfort zone. Because I will be the first to admit, like, man, my first 2 years on it, maybe first 3 years, we'll say 2.5. Like I was like just going, like my hair was on fire. And then I got comfortable. Like I got comfortable and content with where I was. And then it's like starting to see these younger guys like yourself coming in, especially you, like just come in and like also hair on fire, like let's go. I'm like, oh fuck, I got too comfortable. Like I need to get going again. So again, it's been awesome to see your growth in the gym, and it's exciting to see like where you're going to continue to go. And I'm glad I get to be a small part of it, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone already knows where you are, but shoot them. Tell them your Instagram. Tell them where to find you.
Anthony Magallon, Glutes by Ann on Instagram, and I've just dropped my online program where you'll join a community of women for only $40 a month. I'll be revamping that. And then I would say come find me if you are an elite athlete looking for speed training, maybe come find me. If you're someone that wants to maybe change their body, shoot me a DM. We'll see what we can figure out for you. And yeah, happy to work with you. Happy to help.
Yeah, if you're an elite athlete or JT, come by. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is the Lions Pit Podcast. I'm your host, Nick Gomez. My good friend, Anthony Magallon. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to Correct Life. That is correct with a K. Aubrey Marks' new supplement, great for energy and focus. They also dropped their fuel, which is the electrolytes. Fantastic. They also have ketones in the electrolytes, so give that a shout. And then also getset.co. That is SETT set. New nicotine alternative pouches to throw on your lip. They really help me lock in, whether it's HYROX, I rocked one, whether it's golf podcast, I have one in now. Shout out to Set, and that's getset.co. Give them a shot. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to check it out next time.